Hello and welcome to A Quest for Metal. Today we're going to talk about the top 10 releases from January 2020 that you should check out. And also, they are just so happen to be my top 10. So we're going to go in order, 10 to 1, as it usually is. Some of these albums I would have talked about before in my Metal Threesomes videos, and some of them are completely new that I haven't talked about at all. So let's just get stuck in. So number 10, we have Annihilator, Canadian thrash metal, legends of the game, and the latest album, Ballistic Sadistic. The lyrics you shouldn't take too seriously, it's all just a good time. The riffs are catchy, in your face. You shouldn't take this album too seriously, it's having fun. It's a fun album, you'll have fun with it if you just go in, you just want a fun thrashy ride, this will be the album for you. It's got those hooks, it's got those melodies, and the singing is really fucking good. If you're missing some fun thrash in your life, definitely check out Ballistic Sadistic by Annihilator. It's definitely up your alley. Some more thrash might come up later, which might be a bit more intense. Ballistic Sadistic, come on. The name alone is fantastic. Ballistic Sadistic, what a beautiful name. Love it. But yeah, amazing album. Check it out if you have the time. Number 9, we have some old school classic heavy metal. With Mind Freeze. This is catchy as hell. The vocal melodies in some of these songs, so catchy. Like the song Mind Freeze, the title track. Feel it freezing in my mind. So good. So good. You'll be finding yourself singing along. You'll be finding yourself singing along to a lot of these songs because they're all catchy. And if you're in need for some like traditional heavy metal, because this is just a traditional heavy metal album, you can't go wrong with this album. It is catchy as hell. The songs are really engaging and interesting. Some have like a sci-fi kind of feel, kind of like Somewhere Back in Time from Iron Maiden, or Summer in Time. I can't remember which one it's actually called. Somewhere in Time, isn't it? I think it's Somewhere in Time. Amazing. Amazing songs on this album. Kind of recaptures the glory days, and you can't go wrong with it. Check this one out. Number 8, I just did a review for this one. Lorna Shore, Immortal. Take away all the fucking controversy, who gives a fuck? This album's great. The vocals are fan-fucking-tastic. Some of the best in the game for deathcore. This is a deathcore album through and through. You got those breakdowns, you got the heavy riffs, you got the amazing singing with the dynamic range. It has everything you want in a deathcore release, and it's fresh and new. And I love it. I love it to bits. It's easily making my top 10 in January. And it's right there. So you know it's fucking making it, because it's right fucking there. Next up, some brutal death metal. I haven't mentioned this band before, or this album. Kind of came out of left field. I saw it, I was like, that's a fucking sick-ass cover. And it's Defiled with Infinite Regress. Holy shit. The cover alone made me want to listen to this. Cover art is really important. Cover art is really important. And I'll be doing a video on it quite soon. So yeah, this fantastic, brutal, kind of semi-brutal, semi-technical death metal release. It has those vocals you expect in like a cavernous, brutal death metal kind of way, but also it has the intricacies of some tech death. And yeah, the guitar melodies, amazing. The singing, brutal. The songs fucking kick ass. Songs kick ass. Amazing band, amazing album. It's making it here. Next up, quite low down on the list, Sons of Apollo, MMXX, or 2020, if you want to call it that. A fantastic prog metal release. Amazing supergroup album. The first album was fantastic. This album follows suit. I don't know which one I prefer, actually. The first one is a bit hookier. This one's a bit more progressive, I want to say. But I enjoy both, and this one is, you know, if you're in need for some prog metal, definitely check out this. If you're in need for some high-level musicianship, definitely check this one out. Mike Portnoy's drumming is insane on this album. So yeah, really good release overall. It's only making it number 6, though, so there's 5 other bands which I prefer, which is saying something. So yeah, Sons of Apollo, awesome fucking album. Number 5, we're back with thrash metal, like I was saying before. And if you hear some slip-slopping in the background, that's my dog drinking water. Slop, slop, slop. Yeah, number 5, we've got Midnight, Rebirth by Blasphemy. This album has been on repeat a while, and I definitely check it out when I'm doing some exercise. It is a fantastic, fantastic album. If you want your thrash, intense, in your face, about 3-minute songs that just hit you really hard, kind of similar to Power Trip, this is the band for you. This is the album for you. Rebirth by Blasphemy is just pure adrenaline through and through, intense as all hell, fucking vocals out the ass, the catchiness of the songs as well. The catchiness of the song, Rebirth by Blasphemy, and the track fucking Speed and Darkness. Come on. Songs are catchy, songs are fast and in your face, and this album is a great fucking album. Love it, which is why it's on my list. Number 4, we have an all-female death doom band called Convent. Fucking, these came out of nowhere. I didn't even know these existed, and then I saw it on Apple Music. The album came up, and I was like, wow, this is fucking intense. This is amazing. This is kind of like Hooded Menace. So yeah. So if you like bands kind of like similar sound to Gatecreeper, but probably more in tune with like Hooded Menace, stuff like that, Swallow the Sun, Death Doom of that caliber, Convent are a fucking awesome band for that. The album is Puritan Masochism. It's just an amazing Death Doom album. Like, everything about it just drips the atmosphere, drips the terror that you feel from a usual Death Doom album, and it just holds it throughout the album. So, amazing work by these guys. Love it to bits. It might rise higher. I've only listened to it a couple of times. This is the latest one I listened to, and it might rise higher because it is awesome. It's a fucking awesome album, which is why it's on my list. Number 3 is Brothers of Metal, The Embler's Saga. What a fun release this is. All the songs are amazing. Theft of the Hammer. Come on. Hail! Njord! It's so fun. And song 1 is amazing as well. Yeah, this song has everything. If you're lacking Viking metal, if you want some fun Viking metal, some songs to drink to, this is the album for you. This is the song for you, and this is the band for you, because Brothers of Metal are fucking awesome. Highly recommend both their albums. And this is no different. This is an amazing album. So please check this one out. Number 2, we're going with Death White Grave Image. Again, this came out of nowhere, and it instantly rose to number 2 on my list because this album, it's a Doom album. It's kind of, I don't know what kind of Doom it is. It's kind of like Catatonia, so maybe / Gothic. But holy crap, the fact that it's another band sounds like Catatonia. Oh, one of my favourite bands of all time. This came out of nowhere, floored me. Love all the fucking songs on this. I'm going to listen to it again and again and again because it just has that mood, that atmosphere, the dreary kind of depressing atmosphere, which I love. I think it's great. And if you're in the mood for that, definitely check out this one because it delivers. And you can't go wrong with it. You just can't. And number 1, it's been number 1 for a while. It's going to be Wilderness, Dark Waters. It's now on Apple Music, which I'm fucking happy about because I got a subscription to it. I love it. It's been on repeat for a long time. I absolutely adore every song on this. There's a song with like bagpipes. It's an atmospheric black metal album, similar to like Alcest, Agalloch, one of those kind of bands. It's got folky elements. There's bagpipes, like I said. There's female singing, beautiful female singing. There's black metal shrieks. There's normal singing. The melodies, the fucking everything in this is amazing. I love this album to bits. I love the artwork. I love everything. I love everything about this album. It's going to be number 1 for a while. So maybe something can knock it off. Maybe soon. I'm thinking the new Catatonia album or the new My Dying Bride album may kick it off. But for the time being, Wilderness is my number 1. Dark Waters. Beautiful album. Beautiful. Let me know what your favourites are in the comments below. What did you think about January as a whole in metal? And what you anticipated for next month? Let me know and we'll see you again on another Quest for Metal.